Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Kolpakoff. I was going to make a quick tutorial video so you are knowing what to expect and how to get started for our first days of school. So when you get a Chromebook from school, when you open it up, the students will automatically see the blue portal login screen. But if you're using your own personal laptop or desktop, you'll have to go into the address bar, type portal.egusd.net, and it should take you to that same blue screen. Since I've been logged in, I didn't have to enter in my username or password, but your student will have to enter in their student ID along with their password. All that information is in the binder that I put in their box, and it's at the top of the cover page. Now, once in the portal, they'll see a lot of apps. Mine has quite a few that your child doesn't have, but they don't need all of these different teacher ones. The most important, and I guess the first one I'm going to talk about, is Google Classroom. So when you click on Google Classroom, if for some reason you see a blank screen, don't worry. It just means that your computer was trying to hold on to another account rather than the student account. You do not need a class code. Don't worry about joining a class this way. That is not what you need to do. I've already entered all of the students that are enrolled in my class, and what you should see is a folder and a button that says join. They just have to click that button. No class code. But if you bring this up and it's empty, don't worry. You just have to click this icon. I might have your student's name or maybe a picture if they've entered it or something like that. And then you'll want to click the correct account. When they do that, you'll see the file folders for any of the classrooms that they've had previously. And hopefully you'll see this one with the blue button, I think it's blue, that says join. Once in Google Classroom, there's a couple of things. The first thing is the stream. Now here is where I have some announcements. There won't be any assignments here though. This is just going to be announcements. You will see on this side any upcoming assignments that are due, however, and this is a good way for you to check in with your student maybe at the end of the week to make sure they don't have anything that is late and or missing. All their classwork will be up here in the classwork tab. Now the classwork tab is organized a couple of ways. There's their virtual classroom, which I'll show in a minute. I'll have the current week, so this is our first week of school. And then you'll see the other topics on the side here are just by subject area. At the end of the week, I'm going to take all of the assignments in the current week file and I'll put them into the subject area. That way you'll be able to keep yourselves organized with what we are doing currently. And then if you need to look up a past assignment, you can just search it by subject area rather than trying to remember the particular date that it was assigned. The other topics are Accelerated Reader, and here's the Accelerated Reader link. I believe that we are able to start this once a track starts, it should be up and running. So just clicking on here and your student can follow these directions to log on and then take their AR test. And then there are some help desk videos. This, along with the YouTube channel, are going to be some places where you can take a look and hopefully there will be helpful videos that can answer any of your questions. But I'm going to go to our virtual classroom. This virtual classroom will also be posted in the stream. I have it saved here. It's not due to post until the 20th though. And when they click on here, they will see our virtual classroom saved as a PDF. And here we are. If they hover their cursor over the different icons and pictures, they might see a line, which means there's no link for that icon, or they might see the pointer finger hand pop up. That means that there is a link for that picture. So for the multiplication chart, I have this multiplication game that they can play. And there's different levels and just a fun way to practice multiplication. This Unity poster has a read aloud about being kind. Garfield has a link, you'll have to check that out. But the one I wanted to talk about was Zoom. So they'll click here on the Zoom icon, and then it will directly link them to Zoom. And it's going to redirect me, and since I'm the host, my prompts look a little bit different. But when you click Open Zoom, they'll have a password request that pops up, and they'll just have to type in Kolpakoff, capital Kolpacoff. So that's what it'll look like for them. So that will be how they can join our class Zoom. We will be in Zoom meetings for a majority of the day. If your child has internet issues or gets bumped off for some reason, they can always come back and rejoin by clicking the Zoom button. Now, Google Classroom does have a Meet option, Google Meet, but right now Google Meet doesn't have all the components that Zoom does, so I'm going to continue using Zoom until Google improves Google Meet. So we've gone over classwork. People, if you click this, they'll see all of their classmates' names, and then there's this grade icon, or tab rather. I will not be entering in grades in Google Classroom. I'll only be entering them into Synergy, which you'll be able to see through Parent View. Now your students also can see their grades if they click on their Synergy or Student View icon. And I use that instead of Google Classroom because it goes directly to their report card. So okay, that's it. Hope that helps.